Sub-Zero wins.
Hello everybody, it's Ricky Sispace Mad Cat's Fair, and I want to talk about cryokinesis. This is something that we've all seen on video games, in movies, and we all know about the special character Sub-Zero has performed these types of things for many, many decades on many consoles. And the thing is though is that with cryokinesis is that it's like the polar opposite of a pyro. It's something that's just completely different, but just as cool. But there there is a particular way to be able to perform cryokinesis. It's a very special type of ability that I think that should be practiced and trained for, because everybody is looking for pyrokinesis, but cryo is also something that's a little bit elusive, that is just as possible as pyro, but we don't look into it to try to practice it. Because I think that what it is that we're already producing thermal heat, thermal chi energy, so it's more easier to logically think that, well, if the body is hot, the human body is hot, so we can just easily just work on heat, but even that's a little bit hard to do. But when you start to think, well, the body is hot, how do you create something to cool something down with the human body? And what it is that what I think it is that it's more of the intention and trying to create a sense of space void. You have to have the intention and a little bit of the visualization of the molecules being separated, the thermal energy being separated, and then having nothing but a void, like in space, to where it's nothing but coldness. So you want to have a sense of just something being cold, and no matter what, there's always going to be some heat around or something. So you want to have the heat surrounding something, but not never entering this void. And then you want to believe and feel that it is becoming colder and colder and colder and colder until it starts to freeze. So that's the thing, is that because logically and naturalistically, we're always used to heat. Heat. We need the heat. We need heat to survive from the cold. We need heat for the body so the body can survive and create better blood flow and neurological information so that the body can communicate and effectively survive its environment. And you need heat so that you can cook food. You need heat for the car to start. But cold is something that just kind of slips the mind. And especially in psychokinesis, nobody thinks about it enough. But what you want to do is that you want to have the intention of removing heat from an area and having only cold stay. If you just stick your hand in a space and you could feel, if you just feel the subtleties, you feel the subtleties, just relax, clear the mind, don't rush. You can feel that there is heat in the hand. That's how you can work with pyro. That's the other way of doing it. But what you want to do is that you want to feel the coldness surrounding the fingers. There's always a small ambient breeze. So you want to focus on that slight ambient breeze getting colder and colder and colder. And you want to remove or suck out all the heat so that there can be nothing but a space void. Like in space, there's nothing but coldness in space. It's just a void space. Basically what it is, just a void of nothing but coldness. And you want to create kind of like a small little universe, a space in your hand, surrounding the hand, removing all heat, so there can be nothing but a void of coldness there. And then you want to feel that coldness. You want to feel the realization. You want to believe in the realization of the coldness becoming colder, of that void becoming more colder, colder, colder. And you have to believe in the subtleties. You have to be able to pinpoint and feel the subtlety of the subtle heat and the subtle breeze of cold, and learn to separate them in order to be able to master pyro or cryo. That's the thing, is that you have to learn how to feel. And the thing is, though, that with me, since I've been working on psychokinesis, is that I'm learning about these subtleties. I'm learning to wake up to the subtleties of these subtle energies. And over time, it'll just happen to you. You'll just have an epiphany, and it'll just wake you up. You wake up. So that's what you want to do. Stick with the videos, watch the videos, don't rush. Watch my tutorials and everything. I have demonstrations. Watch the specific demonstration of the relating to this video that you guys know about, and so you guys know what I'm talking about. And so just keep learning, get sticking with it, and you'll get more better with it. So that's the thing, is that you just have to just stick to feeling something. So that everything always has to have heat, right? Everything always has to have some form of heat. But what you want to do is you want to pay attention to the absence of heat, something that has no heat, and then you work with it, and then you grow it and you make it stronger. The absence of heat, which is a void, which is coldness. The absence of heat is cold. So you want to believe in the cold and make it stronger to master cryokinesis. So that's just the advice I want to give you guys. Thank you very much. You guys have a good Fridays coming up, the weekends coming up. So take care and God bless. Okay. So that's basically it in a nutshell for this tutorial right here. It's kind of like a slash tutorial, kind of like philosophical kind of discussion with cryokinesis. You can watch the videos and stuff like that, and that's what it is that you have to have a sense of void, a sense of feeling the void. A void is coolness. A void is the absence of heat. Space itself is basically nothing but a big void, and the absence of heat is nothing, just coldness. So that's the thing, is that, like I said, you have to understand and feel the subtle energies that are around you and around your skin, that you feel the coldness, the most subtle, smallest breezes of cold, and most subtle feelings of heat. And you have to learn to identify them, to pinpoint them, and to understand them. And just to be able to focus on one or the other. In order to master one or the other, pyro or cryo, you have to focus on the heat signature and the cooling signature of a coolness and heat. And you focus on one or the other, and you believe that it's growing, and you could burn something. You could either burn something or you could freeze something. And that's basically what it is. You have to believe that there is a void occurring, and it's pushing out the thermal heat. There's a void occurring. You have to believe that there is a void, a cold void there, that is absence of heat, and it's growing and getting colder and colder and colder. And so that's why with meditation and chi energy breathing exercises and all this stuff, you can do that. But I'm starting to feel those subtleties just by doing what I'm doing on it, practicing and things like that. And so I'm not there yet, but I'm getting better. And eventually, you guys will be there too. It just takes time. But eventually you hit an epiphany, you have an epiphany, a breakthrough, and it'll